Hello and welcome back to the channel. You're at Rev Endurance Sports, and probably a new segment, a new playlist. It's going to be, I guess, notes, letters, emails from my viewers, our viewers. For those of you who are on this channel, and subscribe to the channel, it's our channel, right? But let me read to you this email, and please allow me the time to read this email. And when I first got the email, I thought it was spam because it says message for Mr. George Vargas. And I don't usually see that kind of stuff unless it's a bill collector. So at first I didn't read it. I kind of went through, checking for all my credit card and orders and back orders and, going through emails because I literally get, I don't know, 50 to 100 emails overnight. And some of them are not as friendly and flattering as this one is. Most of them are, well, not most, but I do get some, let's just call it fan mail. But let me read this to you because with all of the silly little nitpicky stupid comments I get sometimes on my videos, I thought to myself, this is why you're doing this. And I wanted to share it with you. And I wish to read the letter in its entirety. So here we go. Dear Mr. Vargas, while searching online for a replacement for my discontinued Shimano Dura-Ace 9000 11-speed shifter, I randomly happened upon your approximate 8-minute video of December 7th, 2022, entitled Stuck Shifter Shimano Dura-Ace 9000 11-speed. My reason for searching for a replacement shifter was because I had taken my bike to several shops, local bike shops, including some that cater to high-end bikes and components, and had received the same diagnosis. SOL, you need to replace it. As I watched your video, my jaw dropped as you clearly described the exact predicament I was experiencing. Able to shift up the rear cassette to the lower gears, but not down the cassette to the higher gears. Your root cause speculation of corrosion and gunk resonated with me as I live on the banks of a saltwater marsh, not far from the open ocean. Your prescribed resolution seemed very straightforward and uncomplicated. I followed your instructions exactly in screwing the small screw to remove the cover, purchasing the exact cleaner / degreaser, flipping my bike upside down on the bike stand, parentheses, I had never thought to do this before, and wiping the mechanism. It worked perfectly, and my shifter now functions like new. Now here we go. My reason for writing to you is twofold. One, to express to you my sincere appreciation. Second, I believe in karma and paying it forward. Because of your willingness to spend your time, I assume without expectation of personal gain, to post informative, insightful knowledge for the benefit of the cycling community, I saved multi-hundreds of dollars that I was quite resigned and prepared to spend. That is, to purchase an out-of-stock component, not to speak of the time and likely the expense I would have to incurred. He says switch it out, basically the labor costs. I hope you will respond and let me know of a philanthropic and non-profit organization that you support or believe in, and I will donate to that entity in honor of you. Kind regards, gentlemen. I'm going to keep it anonymous for the time being because he could have posted that on the video itself. So he sent me a private email. So it makes me it makes me think that what I'm doing and the content I'm providing does help people. It's funny because the stuck shifter videos do really well, and it's a very common response you're going to get from local bike shops that, oh, you know what, can't do anything about it, it's broken, it needs to get replaced, you'll need a new shifter and then maybe the associated derailleur, and oh, you know, we can't find that anymore, it's 9-speed, 10-speed, now you got to upgrade to 11-speed or 12-speed, and you got to change multiple components on your drivetrain, the cassette to match, the chain, all of these things, when all it takes is a mechanic to say, you know, I think if I lubed that, blew out some of the dirt, dried up lube, and then re-lubed it again, let's see if we can save this shifter and save you some money, right? So I've done several of these videos, and let me show something to you. Now, I haven't done this on all of the shifters, and you know, I was a manufacturing engineer, and we were very high on the concept of continuous improvement. So process improvement, continuous, because if you set up a process, your result or your widget on the other end of that assembly line is always the same, right? You set up a good process, you get a widget that is hopefully is always the same. So in this process of continuous improvement, I am now, putting this lube here in the Shimano shifters. Now, again, this isn't the end-all be-all. These are just things that I have accessible to me. And if this lube starts to gunk up or if something else happens, the consumer knows where to come back and say, hey, you know what, the hack you did, it's turning out to be a bodge. It lasted for a year or two, but now it's sticky again. Okay, well, let's try something else. But at least we know you didn't spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars to replace shifter, derailleur, cassette, chain, and on some of these things, to replace the cassette, you have to replace the wheel set because the free hub body is no longer compatible. So it can be a major, major expense. And if you just buy, a bottle of spray lube, a can of spray lube, and then back it up with some type of grease, nice light grease maybe, who knows, something. But anyway, the main point of this video is to say thank you to this particular gentleman. And as I mentioned, I want to keep it anonymous, but I wish to thank him if he has subscribed to the channel. I will get back to you. My mom died from breast cancer, which is why a lot of my accessories and clothing has breast cancer ribbons and stuff. So that might be the foundation which I donate to as well. And but it's been a minute, so it's probably a good time to put some more money in there. But the purpose of this video is just to say thank you to that gentleman. And if you have a story similar to this, send it in. If you want to be kept anonymous, that's great. If you want to be known and tell us more about your situation, that's great too. I wish to have viewers know that there is quality content, that I am helping someone somewhere, and it feels really good to know that I was able to help this gentleman. And now he can pay that forward as well. He can now help someone else, and he can now maybe even school these bike shops that he went to, and the bike shop said, oh, no, you're SOL. You need a new shifter. Maybe this is an opportunity for him to share that knowledge with someone else and make them a better mechanic, a better shop. Okay, that's all for today. Please like and subscribe. Please share your stories with me. And And let's keep this channel growing. Okay. Please like and subscribe. We'll see you up the road.